Hi, welcome to Yoga for Shoulders. So obviously today we're going to be working on shoulders, release that tension in the shoulders, neck, and back. So we carry a lot of stress in our head, shoulders, and neck, and so today we're just going to loosen everything up. So let's start just by rolling those shoulders nice and slow. And I want you just to kind of follow your breath, sit nice and tall, and however you'd like your legs to be. So if you'd like, you can stay in cross, or you're welcome to be in butterfly or open. So whatever feels good to you, just let those shoulders release. And as you breathe and roll those shoulders and just let anything go, kind of imagine yourself floating on your mat. And today I just want you to let everything go, any of that weight on your shoulders or the weight of the world, just kind of let it be free. Forget it all. Let's take those arms and just rest them to your side and very gently take it ear to shoulder. And as we focus on those shoulders and neck, we want that spine to be nice and straight. So while you're here, we're just gently moving back and forth, warming up through our neck. As I want you to feel those sit bones, either sitting on a blanket like I am, or maybe on your mat. And imagining a stream from your belly button up to the sky. So lengthening that spine, focusing on your posture. We're going to hold it center. Just take it chin to chest. Now if you notice your back starting to round, go ahead and sit up nice and tall again and feel that spine lengthen. And just feel that chin just slowly resting down. And feel those arms just dropping away from your ears. Feel free to close your eyes and visualize yourself in that happy place. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Head comes up nice and tall, hands in heart center. Take a deep breath as you reach those arms up to the sky. Exhale over to one side and reach those fingertips. So we want to lengthen all the way along the side of the body, using that hand to make sure this hip, your opposite hip, is sitting on your mat or blanket as well. Inhale through the center to the other side. Reach those fingertips. And then over to the other side again. Feel that shoulder blade as it starts to open up away from your rib cage here. Now if you feel the shoulder going into the ear, let your shoulders sink down. Inhale through to the other side. Reach it up. Now I want you to listen to your body. If you're feeling any tension, take a slow deep breath. If it's too much or you're feeling a pull, reach those arms up. Please modify or lessen your stretch. Open up your heart. Now we want to open up that chest and shoulders. So we're going to lift that chest up, draw your chest forward and up, and squeeze those shoulder blades together. You can look up if you like. If it bothers your neck, just look neutral. Inhale, reach up. Exhale one more time, open that heart. Now as we press those shoulder blades forward, feel that circulation through your heart. So not only are we stretching and opening, but we're creating circulation, blood flow to the brain and the heart, and to the body, hands and heart center, and hold. You can already feel kind of loose through the shoulders. We're going to reach those arms up, working through those arms, grab an elbow, and just gently rest that arm behind you. Now if you'd like, you can slowly lean over. Take your shoulder blade. Imagine today that your shoulder blades are wings. And we're going to take our wing and open it away from your rib cage. So feel the edge of your wing kind of pushing off to the side. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale over to this other side. Now we are going to do some of our stretches a couple times. You'll notice that as we progress in our stretches, that we're able to stretch a little deeper. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. So we're working on the arm and then through the armpit, opening those shoulder blades. So remember that we're connected. When we stretch our shoulders, we're not just stretching the shoulders as you may visualize. We're stretching the surrounding muscles that connect to it. Slow, deep breath, inhale, release. Shake those arms out if you need to. Let everything go. Already feeling that blood flow. Bring those arms behind you. Now we're going to roll our shoulders back and just let your arm sink below you. So I'm just going to turn this way so you can see. Is we don't want to round the shoulders. We want to lift up and then open the chest. Now it's okay if your arms are on your back here. But if you're ready, you can lift those arms off your back a little bit. And if you want to create some motion, you're welcome to go side to side. Just let yourself kind of flow. So if something feels good and your body's saying do it, it's okay to do it. Hold hold at center. If your body's saying no, listen to it as well. Slowly release and shake it out. Already feeling that blood flow feels so amazing. Let's take one arm across the chest. Now you might notice your shoulder blade coming up. This one we want to drop our shoulder blade down as if we're pressing that wing into our rib cage, and then pressing that arm against your chest. Take your shoulder away from your ear. Feel free to look over that shoulder, stretching out the neck, back of the shoulders. Slowly release, shake it out. Other side, take a breath as we bring it across the chest, pressing that shoulder blade down over to the other side. So yoga is just not about the movement of the body, but connecting your mind to your body and noticing where those stretches are or where your tension is held, and connecting the two together to release any of that stress or tension. Go ahead and shake it out. Take a slow deep breath. We're going to take it to a tabletop. Now you can use a blanket if you choose to for your knees. I'm just going to push mine off to the side, and we're going to take some blocks as an option for the future right here. So I'm just going to place them right there for now, and we'll use them later. We're going to open up those knees just a little wider than hips. Place those hands just under your shoulders. And we're going to just do one cat-cow here just to kind of get that spine. Remember those shoulder blades, or our wings. We're going to round those wings away from our rib cage and away from our spine, and just let everything hang. Exhale, give me that cow. So in our cow, our knees are a little wider today. We're going to take the shoulder blades, press them back. Away from the ears, point your tailbone. Straight up to the sky. Exhale, neutral spine here. Here's where we're going to start working on the shoulders. Feel free to let any tension go in your spine. Take your right hand and place it in between your shoulder and your other shoulder, so right in the middle. And take that left hand and reach up to the sky. Now the reason we have our legs a little wider is so we can open up that chest a little bit, and I want you to draw your shoulder away from your ear, so really lift up. Now if this bothers your shoulder ever to have your arm up, you can do the same stretches with your hand on your elbow or your hand on your waist here and open that chest. Exhale, slowly release, neutral. Just change the hand. So place that other hand where the other one was. Reach those arms up to the sky. Create a twist through the spine, but we're opening up that chest, reaching those fingertips as high as you can. Exhale, release. So we're going to change. Just go ahead and switch. Lift up. Take your time. Open up. Now this time we're actually going to thread the needle. So we're going to take this left arm and we're going to glide it through the hole and just rest our head and our shoulder. Now from here, take that right arm and you can either extend it or use it to just twist a little bit deeper. And you can look up to the sky if you'd like, or just rest that head very gently. If this is too deep, you can take your block and just rest your head on your block. So listen to what your body's telling you here as we open up those shoulders. Inhale, release. Take that hand and place it here. We're going to switch. Lift up. Other arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to twist it, threading that needle. And again, resting that head gently. Once you're here, you can go ahead and just give yourself a little twist. Notice that little spinal twist here. Hand comes either in. You can use that arm to create a little deeper twist, or you can reach the arm up depending on the flexibility or where you want to be. And take a slow deep breath. So not only are we opening through the shoulders, but feel that stretch through your back. Maybe your hips, taking that hand, taking it back to center, open up. Let's do a little bit of a cat-cow here, neutralizing that spine. Take it center, tuck your chin in your chest. Exhale, arch, and we're gonna do one more set of that. Exhale, neutral spine. So take your left hand, bring it back to center. I'm gonna show you the other direction first. You're welcome to do either side. Open up. Let's thread the needle, and I'm gonna give you a deeper stretch to the shoulders, rest your head. You can thread it a little deeper as you go. Now you can either have your arm up or even behind you if you really want to open through that shoulder. Make sure your shoulder isn't turned. So we're going to open the shoulder. You're actually pressing your hand on your hip to open up. Let that elbow sink. And if this is too much, remember you can be here or here. All right, hold and exhale. To come out of it, we reach the arm. Exhale, we're going to do the same thing, but first let's go where we started. So let's bring that arm up to the sky, kind of neutralize the spine, and then back to center. Exhale, hand comes back to center. Now we're going to do the other side. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread that needle, reach it through. You can use that hand to open up. And then the other arm either comes up behind you. And as you bring it behind you again, we press in, roll the shoulder, open up the chest. Remember, as you exhale, if we get some space in that belly, get a little bit more twist. One more breath. Reach that arm up. Exhale, take that hand down. Let's bring that left arm back up to the sky, neutralizing that spine. Reach it up. Exhale, take it center into your tabletop, toes and knees in line underneath your hips, round the back into your cow. Feel that stretch. Feel free to wiggle anything out. Exhale into your cow. Take a breath. Take your shoulder blades and press them back. Now from here, neutral spine, we're gonna get right into the armpit, right on that little teres major here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our blocks, and if you don't have blocks, that's fine. You can do this on the ground, I'll show you both. But what we're gonna do is place them far enough apart where you can kind of place your head in between, right? And you'll know where your blocks need to be as we do this, but we're gonna drop our elbows, it's the easiest way, and go into a little prayer pose here. Shift your weight back. Now you can either have your knees together if you like to rest on your belly, or for a deeper stretch, open your feet wider and then sit back. So we're in our child's pose, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna slowly bring our hands behind our head and sit back and rest your thumb on your neck. Now if that's too deep, you can have your hands up high. But what I'd like for you to do is to imagine those elbows extending forward. So we're lengthening from the armpit all the way down here. And press back. Now if you want to rest your head through, you can. If you're really tight, you need to be here, or here is what it looks like without your blocks. So either one is an amazing stretch for your shoulders. And as you do this, I want you to imagine taking your armpits and pressing them into the earth. Imagine pressing your chest into there. So now if you don't have enough space, open your knees wider. Feel free to get deeper. Listen to your body. Take a slow, deep breath. Now to come out of this, so we can come out of it really safe, is we're gonna shift our weight forward and our hands forward onto our forearms at the same time, and then lift and release. Now you can keep your hands, hi Josie, keep your hands right here, round your shoulders, tuck your chin into your chest, or you can have your hands down. And we're gonna do this again. Exhale, notice the difference, how you feel. Slowly release it. So feel free to open those knees this second time, taking those elbows, hands in prayer, sit back, exhale, and sit back a little further. Now maybe this time you want to lift those elbows up and get more weight on the tricep here as we exhale. And again, we want to imagine pressing your chest and your armpits into the earth. Slow, deep breath. One more breath here. Remember, coming out of it very slow. We will counterbalance this stretch in just a moment. Exhale, let it all go. To come out of it, we just shift our weight forward onto those forearms, bring it up, knees underneath. You can use those blocks or move your blocks out of the way, round back into your cat. Round the shoulders, shake everything out. Inhale and release. So the next one we're going to do, your option is to sit on your heels. Now if this bothers your knees, you can use your blocks and you can sit on your blocks for hero pose, or you can take a blanket and sit right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our arms behind you, and if this completely bothers you, you can be sitting on your bum or in crisscross, however you want to. So what we're going to do is we're focusing on those shoulders today. So we're going to bring our arms behind you, just like this. Now some of you guys can go into prayer pose back here. I'm not that flexible, but I definitely have progressed in the last while. So you can either wrap around, hold it here, draw your shoulder blades and bring it back. And if you have a dog, she can lick you. Slowly release. Awesome. So let's relax the arms, shake it out. And we're going to go back into our child's pose, but this time we're going to stretch the shoulders. So we're going to drop down. Now this helps if your knees are closer together, and we're just going to rest our head. And what that does is just allow some stability. And from here, we're going to take those hands back and wrap them around your back. Now, if you don't want your blanket here, you're welcome to have your blanket or something nice and cushy for your head, and hold it right here. Now what I want you to imagine doing is taking your elbows and wrapping them around your waist. Feel the stretch of the front of your shoulders. Remember, you could be up here or you can be here. Whatever feels good to you, opening up through the front of the shoulders. Take a slow, deep breath. Just rest your arms at your side. Allow your shoulders to round forward and those wings or shoulder blades to just open up. Now this is the one time I'm gonna let you just let your shoulders fall towards your ears if that happens. Feel that stretch go down your lower back. Now if this bothers your knees, remember you can open up and you can rest here. Take a slow, deep breath, hands underneath your shoulders, lift yourself into a seated position. And we're gonna go ahead and take it back into a little seat. Take a slow, deep breath. Let's extend the legs since they were bent. You're welcome to shake them out. Sit however you're comfortable. Excellent job. So take a nice deep breath here. Let's finish off here by taking one arm and bringing it around our back. So just one arm. And you can use your hand to press into your waist a little bit. If you feel that shoulder falling forward, I want you to bring it back. So use that hand against your back to press that elbow back, really opening up through the chest and shoulders. Take a breath, and you're gonna just drop it ear to shoulder on the opposite side. Lengthening from the ear all the way down to the tip of that shoulder. And then taking that head up back to center and shaking it out. Okay, let's do the other side. Arm comes around you, grab that arm. You can use your hand to press against your waist. And remember, if you feel that shoulder opening up or rolling forward, I want you to open it up here. Draw that elbow back. Now, if it's too much, you can just take your hand not quite so far. And then take it ear to shoulder. Slow, deep breath. Exhale, let everything relax. Head comes out. Take it center. Give yourself little hugs. We're gonna hold the hug in one position. So try to walk your fingertips a little further behind you, really squeezing that chest. Take a breath, drop your chin to chest, take a breath. Inhale, release. Arms come behind you just like we did at the very beginning. Roll your shoulders, open up, counterbalance. Notice how maybe now your arms can come a little higher off your back. You can come forward and relax. Lifting those arms a little higher off your back. Exhale, slowly come on up. Now we're gonna switch sides. So if you're not really sure which arm was on top, generally you did the side that you're most naturally gonna do. So if it feels a little awkward, it's probably the side that you need to do this time. So hold it here, walk those fingertips, let your shoulders sink, and then let your head just drop gently. Head comes up. Slowly release, shake it out. Arms behind you, roll your shoulders. So yoga isn't just about downward dogs and warriors. It's about stretching, focusing on your mind and your body together, and really just allowing any of that tension and connecting with your mind and your soul, and shake it out. Let those arms just relax to the side. Take one more ear to shoulder. Notice how we feel from the beginning when we started, how tight we were in those neck and shoulder, maybe even right between your ears. All the way to the other side, gently pressing that opposite shoulder down. Head comes up, slowly roll the shoulders. And we're gonna finish with one last stretch here, and this is for our wrists. So what this does is really help release any of that tension going all the way up the shoulders. So we're gonna finish off here, and then we will go ahead into a little savasana. So we're gonna take those hands into tabletop, and you don't have to have a lot of weight. Just flip those fingertips towards your knees. Gently shift back. Now everyone's gonna be different. Just a little stretch. Now you might notice that you wanna round. Maybe the flexibility isn't there. You can soften the elbows, but I want you to turn your elbows in. And then lengthen the spine if you'd like. Switching, we're gonna flip the hands, fingertips still face in, and then hold it here. Now same thing, you want the elbows pointing towards your body. Feel free to shift back a little bit. You might notice one hand a lot tighter than the other. Now our whole body is connected, so if we're really tight through our wrists and elbows, fingers, it's gonna create tension all the way up into our shoulders and neck. So We're just finishing off really completing that body. Shake it out. Excellent job. Sit however you're comfortable. Feel free to roll those wrists around. Everything feels good. Shake everything out, all that upper body. We worked from head all the way down to the hips here. Nice, slow, deep breath. Hands and heart center for me. Clearing the mind, I want you to think about right in between your eyebrows here in your third eye center. And if you'd like to focus a little more in that center, just place your hand right in between that forehead. Take a slow, deep breath. Allow that tension, any remaining stress or anxiety or anything that may be holding within you that doesn't serve you. Just exhale, let it go. Thank you for joining me. The light in me honors the light in you. The badass in me honors the badass in you. Namaste. For a full body workout, please click the link below. Have a great day.